Turning now to your forecast, let's take a live look over Seattle. It turned out to be a lovely day here in the Pacific Northwest, but we did see a couple sprinkles this morning, having to turn on your windshield wipers. Not a bad way to start the day.
It was a nice surprise.
Yeah, it was a nice surprise, but hopefully more is on the way. We have so many fires burning right now, Christopher.
Yeah, we could use every drop that we can get. We don't really have any additional rain around Seattle today, but next week, a different story. It's going to be a little more fall-like, cooler and wetter. The rain that we saw this morning has moved away from Seattle. We have a couple showers across the north coast, and I'm keeping a really close eye on a couple showers that are trying to develop into thunderstorms. No lightning currently being detected, but I'm keeping an eye on these storms. This is going to be just to the north of the Crystal Lake area. It could drift off toward the northeast, possibly impacting parts of I-90. So if you are heading eastbound, say past Snoqualmie Pass, it's possible you encounter a couple of those showers, and at this hour no lightning being detected, but that's something we'll keep a really close eye on, because with the lightning, the dry vegetation and just minimal moisture falling from those clouds, it's a really easy way to get some fires started with some of the lightning. But again, no lightning being detected at this hour. The rain that we saw this morning, it had cleaned the air out, but we're starting to see those northerly winds push some of that smoke back into the area. So we've fallen into that moderate category around Puget Sound. The only areas that are within the unhealthy for sensitive groups category is western parts of Whatcom County, but we will continue to keep a really close eye on that as we're expecting more smoke to move into the area. You can see some of the haze that has drifted back over Seattle. Again, a lot of this is higher up in the atmosphere, but we will see more smoke push into the area by tomorrow with those northerly winds that are at 13 miles per hour. And despite the cloudy, wet start to the day, we're up to 85 degrees right now in Seattle, 85 in Shelton, a little bit warmer in Puyallup and Chehalis. Good Friday, late afternoon, 86 degrees there. Our high was 86 here in Seattle, 9 degrees above that normal. It wasn't a record high, but today's noteworthy because today is day 66 of high temperatures consecutively being at 70 degrees or warmer. So we're now only 6 days away from tying 2017, where we had 72 days in a row of highs at 70 degrees or warmer. So we're continuing to add on each day to that streak, and tomorrow will be day 67 as we're going to get to 88 in Seattle, 90 in Bremerton, 93 in Shelton, 92 in Chehalis. So going to be a hot afternoon tomorrow, and we're going to see that wildfire haze move back into the area. And it looks like from the San Juans into parts of Skagit and Whatcom counties will be within that unhealthy for sensitive groups category, with areas farther south, including Seattle and Tacoma, Everett on the east side, and Bellevue falling into the moderate category. So just make sure you keep that in mind. If you have any plans, you want to try to limit your time outdoors with some of the smoke in the area. First pitch coming up at 7:10. If you're heading out to T-Mobile, temperatures in the 80s, low 80s, eventually falling into the 70s by the end of the game. It's going to be hotter than what we see tomorrow on Sunday, 90 degrees here in Seattle. We start to cool off though on Monday, a high of 81, and by Tuesday, some areas are going to stay in the 60s for highs with a really good chance for rain. Madison?
All right, Christopher.